Hydroponic gardening is not a new concept. In fact, it can be traced back thousands of years to ancient Rome, though it's still considered experimental. Some believe it's the future of gardening because it's economical, sustainable, and environmentally friendly, and a very good way to produce food. One of those believers is Dr. Giacomelli. He is the professor of agriculture and biosystems engineering at the University of Arizona. I was just out there last week.
Yes.
I was.
Beautiful place.
Oh my gosh, what a wonderful university. And you are there teaching students about biodiversity and about hydroponics.
Hydroponic crop production. Hydroponics is growing plants without soil. And when you combine them with controlled environments, you can grow crops and food anywhere in the world, wherever people go, whether it's the deserts of the Southwest, like you saw, or the extreme cold of Antarctica.
So how many hydroponic farms are there in Arizona, which I guess would be an ideal place to grow?
Arizona has over 300 acres of hydroponic crop production for tomatoes. Texas is the next big grower.
So only the roots are in water.
That's right. Only the roots are in water.
The plants are...
You provide the nutrients in the water and oxygen, and then the plants grow very efficiently. We can essentially make a tomato taste sweeter or more acidic on how it's grown.
By the food.
By the way it's fed, yes. And you can grow them year-round.
Are you doing any of them with the fish fertilizer? The fish...
Aquaponics.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have... You saw some of our work there, I bet.
No. A friend of mine has an aquaponics situation in their greenhouse. They're raising fish in one tank. They use the poop from the fish to grow the tomatoes.
Biological waste materials.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And the plants,
I have to talk to normal people, not students. They do. They love it. They love it.
They love it.
So you've built a greenhouse at the university.
Yes.
And you want to send this greenhouse to the moon. Or someplace like that, maybe Mars, the moon.
You know,
moon is easier, right?
Since we can grow, we're growing commercially everywhere on the Earth now, why don't we plan when we go to the moon and Mars to bring our food systems with us? We have to eat. Hydroponics will be key to doing that.
So we have a great video of the greenhouse that's going to go to the moon.
Yes.
Here it is. Oh,
here
so
it is. This is in our laboratory. It uses hydroponics. There's the root systems of the plants. And this is a commercial system that's used throughout the world, growing tomato and producing quality red fruits, even using bumblebees to pollinate. So they can be grown pesticide-free. And there's a technology that Village Farms, a large grower of tomatoes in Texas, is developing to help feed the world.
Oh, that's a beautiful greenhouse. Oh.
Thank you. One other thing that we saw on there was the South Pole. Those tomatoes on there was not a picture. It was a live image of plants growing at our South Pole greenhouse.
In Antarctica.
In Antarctica.
Wow.
We feed people there because you cannot bring in any fresh vegetables during the winter period.
Is that the greenhouse?
This is the station where they live, and then you'll see some pictures of people that are growing the crops down there. It's relatively automated. They're very happy because it's cold temperature there.
The people or the plants?
Both.
Oh.
We always make first the plants, then the people, of course. They love it there because of the bright lights and the high humidity. You know, it's a frozen desert down there.
Oh, yeah.
And then the fresh vegetables, you just can't beat them.
Oh,
and
no,
you can
so
grow
great.
anything. You can grow almost anything, although it can be difficult for big crops.
Well, certain crops are better, like tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuces.
Absolutely. Any of the greens.
Yeah.
Any of the greens are
fast-growing,
straightforward, and
cabbages,
a lot of fun.
Cabbages or better leafy?
Cabbages, leafy green.
Kale.
Yeah, it takes kale. It takes a long time to form that head.
Right.
You know, we don't want to wait for that. But we even grew cantaloupe at the South Pole. First one ever.
So has NASA been supportive of your lunar expedition?
NASA has been very supportive.
Experimentation.
Because they know we're going to have to bring some of this technology to other plants.
Are you taking it up to...
They provided us with a relatively large grant, a Steckler grant, and it's being supported through the University of Arizona Space Grant Consortium.
Oh, great.
And we will demonstrate feeding people, generating oxygen. The CO2 from the plants goes, provides oxygen, and fresh water comes from the plants. So it is a bioregenerative life support system for feeding people.
Now, have you gone up to outer space? Have you gone to the space station?
Nope, no, I have not.
You have to go and take this up there.
I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
And start growing some stuff.
We're getting ready to do this, of course, but it's going to take a little time yet.
Well, when we come back, we're going to learn how to make a miniature lunar greenhouse for our homes. The perfect way to grow produce all year round, and your kids will love this. It's a great experiment. We're back with Dr. Jean Giacomelli and this very interesting greenhouse called a phototron. So why is it called a phototron?
Well, it has lights. That's
Yeah.
the main thing to have the plant grow. But basically, think of it as a lunar greenhouse for your home. You can bring this into your home and grow tomato. These are cherry tomatoes. Can we lift this up and take a look?
Yeah.
Cherry tomatoes in here. But you could also grow lettuce,
Wow.
6 or 7 plants in 30 days. You could then have replanting and grow year-round because you have the warm temperatures in the house, and the lights provide the energy for the plant to grow. It replaces the sun.
Right. How long do the lights stay on during the day?
The lights can stay on anywhere from 12 to 16 hours,
you're-
depending on what you're growing.
Yeah, so for tomatoes, how long would you have to keep the lights on?
I would do it no more than 16 hours.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they don't like much. They have to sleep a little bit,
Yeah,
just
they
like
do,
us, you know.
of course.
But the phototron
Very
is
interesting.
essentially a device you can bring into your home and have fresh vegetables, know where they've come from,
How
how
much?
you've grown these. This is about $300. You can check on the website and up, but a nice piece of equipment.
So if you can't afford $300,
oh, there's
what can we do?
alternatives.
Okay.
I think we have a good alternative right
Okay,
here.
yeah, let's show everybody.
Great.
It might not be as pretty, but it's very effective.
Yes. We start with this styrofoam
Yeah.
ice chest, and
I
we
have
line
several
it.
of those in my garage.
I bet you do.
I do.
Everybody does. So
Yeah.
you line it with plastics to make sure the water doesn't leak out,
Okay.
because we're going to put our nutrient water in there. And nutrient water is just water that we add fertilizer to.
Okay.
And you just read the back of the recipe on there, and it tells you how many teaspoons per gallon to put in, and you fill up that container.
So how much?
Then,
Or should I do it?
no,
No.
not now, not now.
Oh, this is
no.
only
No, no, no,
make
no,
believe.
no, no,
Make
no.
believe.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But then we want to put this lid on here, and you see we have our plants growing, and the
Yes.
base of those will touch the top of the
Oh,
water.
so these are cut out.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes. Now that's what we have to do. We have to prepare the cutout, which the easiest thing to do is to put this on, scribe it with a pencil, and then cut the hole a little
Okay.
bit smaller, a little bit smaller so it doesn't fall through like a
Okay.
cup holder.
Yeah.
Now I wanted to mention that the black there is to keep the sun from going into the root system, because with the nutrients in the water, we get green algae.
Right.
And
Well,
we
it
don't want
could,
that.
yeah, but it couldn't go. It just really makes it more waterproof too.
Oh,
here.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So what do you use in
okay,
here?
so you start with a cup, all right, with the hole in the bottom, and you're going to do this. It looks like you're going to plant Swiss chard and kale.
Okay.
I get privilege of lettuces. I love
Okay.
lettuce. Put a little sphagnum moss. And sphagnum is the plants from the bogs, right?
Okay.
All right, so this is plant material. You put a little bit in the bottom just to block up the hole, and then you fill it with perlite. Perlite is materials from the earth that are heated and popped, like pop rocks,
Right.
basically. And then we take the plant and we place it inside. Well, we might want to put a little bit more in there. Pack some around. And then we
Okay.
can place it into...
A little more sphagnum moss.
Yeah, I'd put a little more sphagnum moss in the bottom
Okay.
there. That would be good. We utilize careful tools. I understand this is a very special one here.
Oh yes, the
So-
Martha Craft cutter.
Yes. I got the procedure on how to do that now, so that's
Okay.
good.
So this is
And-
good. So sphagnum moss and perlite.
Sphagnum moss and perlite.
And no food, no slow
No-
time release food
No,
or anything,
because
because it's in
that'll
the
be
water.
In the water, exactly. And the
Okay.
purpose is then to plant these and have them in the lid, put on top.
So yeah, so anything green, leafy, tomatoey, cucumbery
Well,
will
yes.
be successful.
You might want to keep the leafy greens together and not put a tomato with this group,
Okay.
for that matter. Okay, so we can help you put one
Yeah.
more in here. And then you carefully place it on there. Bring the water level up just to the bottom of the plastic
What
cup.
fun.
And away you go.
But you
Set
need
it outside
okay,
in the sun.
Oh, outside.
If you can, yes, out of the
Okay.
wind if possible. Or
So you
if
can-
it's wintertime, then you keep it in the house
Oh,
next
I
to a
see.
window. Try to get 4 to 6 hours of light a day if you can.
So do you have information from your
yes,
department
we-
on the internet?
On the internet, we have all the explanation for you.
So how long does it take the roots to enter the
Oh,
water?
24, 48 hours, they'll
Really?
be down in the water. And that's the beauty of it, is that you can walk away from it and it's automatically watered.
So you can grow your stuff. You can have a whole porch full of these if you want. And you
Absolutely.
can be growing in water hydroponically, and it's really, really interesting. Now, just keep snipping off the leaves as you need them.
Well, you can eat them as you go, certainly, or you can let them form ahead and then harvest
Can
all
you
at
start
once.
seeds like that, or do you have to have the plants started in the
Well,
flat?
I just thought it was easier to go to your garden center,
Yeah.
favorite one, and buy a transplant. Of
Okay.
course, if you'd like to do the cell pack and
Yeah.
put your favorite seeds so you get the exact variety that you
Right.
want, then certainly you could do that. And
Okay.
after a few weeks, you have a transplant, and away you go.
Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Gene. And this is a great project, and it's great for school children. They can really enjoy what they grow. And most exciting is your lunar project. Good
Yes.
luck with that. And
Thank
I'd
you very
love
much.
to see lettuce on the moon.
Absolutely.